when you see biceps bulging on the side of a monster truck, it could be one truck only, and that is the mighty Samson truck of Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick is a great monster truck builder, but you know what? He's a good driver also.
Now, he's got his hands full with the fastest lady in the bunch. This is a misbehaving truck, which Julie Christensen pilots.
Out of Clearfield, Utah. Came quite a ways to race the little truck. Blown 460, maybe not the horsepower that Patrick puts out, but this lady can handle the truck. She does a great job with it.
You and I got to talk about our definitions of little, because I see 1,200 horsepower. That's no little truck to me.
You know, 1,400 would be a little better. Always looking to step up just a little bit. And there's Mr. Patrick.
A real crowd favorite. 506 cubic inches of Hemi power coming out of that 96 Chevy. 1,350 horses as we get underway.
And runs a high block. Doesn't run any water in it. He told me earlier he ran it for a few minutes. It never came off of the peg. Well, that's 100 degree. Dan Patrick looks like he's got this, well, hopefully in the bag.
He sure does. Dan Patrick real quick here tonight as Julie Christensen finishes it up. You see him stand on the brakes as all the weight shifts to the front of the big Samson truck. The Chevy looking strong here tonight.
Blown KB. There's Dan Patrick. See how the truck gets good air on it. The rear tires settle down. The truck doesn't bounce when it lands on the ground either. It just stays dialed in. Dan moving around. Runs the big thing, and it is really building a lot of horsepower tonight. That's probably going to be a big secret here tonight. I like the way Dan operates this truck.
So Dan Patrick in the Samson truck puts away Julie Christensen in round number 1 here with the obstacle course.
Dan's got a lot of good help with him tonight, and his number 1 pit man, Gene. I saw Gene over there. Gene, formerly a Bigfoot driver, and Gene does a good job. He knows monster trucks front to back. Dan's got with Gene to tour with him for this whole circuit that we're going to put together.
The next set of trucks getting set to go now. Dragon Slayer is the one you're looking at there. 1996 Chevy S10, 525 cubic inches, a Donovan-built engine, 1,600 horsepower.
Now we're talking about horsepower.
That's a big truck.
That is Craig Christian, Julie's cousin. This is the little S10 truck, new S10 club cab truck. This truck really works well.
Now, I gotta tell you, this is my favorite.
I know.
The bulldozer, man. This is a great-looking truck.
Guy Wood out of Missouri. You love this truck.
I do. I just love the look of this thing. And guess what? We got in bulldozer camera. Look at this. We're going on board with the big steer.
Well, this should be truly a lot of fun because, you know, where else could you see what actually goes on but inside the truck? And Guy Wood ready to go. Brand new, first time out for this body, Ralph. Well, it's close off the line. Let's take a look halfway point. Maybe Guy Wood just a little bit in the lead. Dragon Slayer's going to need to stand on it. Bulldozer looks, yeah, still just a little bit out. Behind the poles up, Guy Wood got it crossways a little bit, but it's a Guy Wood's win.
How about those big horns? Come on now, Mike. You got to love that horn. Well, look at that thing.
I like it, Ralph. And it's a Chevrolet. You can see the design on it. I like it. But I'm not just crazy about it like you are, you know. I'm not planning on having it built to drive on the streets next week.
Well, we're going to go on board with all those horsepowers and the big horns. Look, what's he doing inside the cockpit?
He's working his rear steering. He's operating the rear steering. It operates off of a lever down on the bottom of it. He's finessing it around the corner. Now he's got his hands back on it. Goes to the rear steering again. Watching. Now this brings the back of it around. It's electrical control through hydraulics. Now he just has to stand on the motor, up over the cars, about 5 cars. Look how soft that landing was.
It's amazing. There's a lot of work going on inside. It's not just a matter of standing on the gas on one of these big things. You really do have to drive it.
Everyone puts their steering in a different place. Guy Woods on the wood. Guy Woods is on the dash. Sometimes it's on the left door. So you control it with your thumb.
We got to teach him how to come swinging out on the horn, not crawling out underneath. Get him out through the window of some horn. I think that would be good.
No doubt about it, Ralph. You can kind of teach him on how to get out of it. Look at the suspension work on this truck. See how easy it's settling in there? That's off. I mean, it's the big hydraulic shop, and these are all custom design shops. They're not off of something. They are built specifically for the sport of monster truck racing.
And not just 1 or 2 shocks. A lot of these guys will have 3, 4, or more mounted to the axles. Well, we're coming back to Des Moines. The steer moves on, whether or not Galloway likes it. Real big tip For the TNN Racing visor to the fans here in Des Moines for braving the elements to get out here. Walt Yarbrough had to come, but he is going to talk to the driver of the Dragon Slayer. Walt?
Down here with Greg Christensen, the first man to fall victim to the new bulldozer. But I tell you what, the accident must have had your attention.
Yeah, it is. Anytime you see a truck roll over, it makes you real nervous. A lot of these guys have a lot of big sponsors on the line. I'm a privateer. If I crash my stuff, I got to go back home and repair it. I still got a lot of shows in front of me. I'm better off using my head and pay the price and go out the first round. You never know, I might be able to come back as a fast loser.
All right, well, that's Christensen down there with the Dragon Slayer, the first victim of the